this mukbang started. Wait, actually, I'm gonna take off my jeans. These are too uncomfortable. Alright, hey guys, it's Katie. So today I'm going to be doing a mukbang. As you guys can tell, I have this giant bag of Olive Garden. Literally huge. So I'm going to get it all unpacked and then we'll see what we have on the menu for today. Oh my god. So guys, here we have the house salad. Guys, I forgot to shave my armpit. Then we have the little, oh, I'm excited for these little mozzarella thingy dingies. And then we have the main dish, the fettuccine alfredo. And then last but not least, we have breadsticks and then our utensils. Oh my gosh guys, I don't know how you're gonna be able to see everything. Okay, let's just get this started. Ooh, a mint. Okay, we have a mint here. Hot day today, guys. I love hot days though, so I'm not complaining. Okay, so let's get some croutons. Then, let's see, let's do the dressing. I mean the cheese. Should we do the full dressing? I don't know. I don't know guys, what are we feeling? We'll just do a sprinkle of it. Oh, and I also got Dr. Pepper. Oh my gosh. Oh, the breadsticks. So guys, all this came out to $25. Ooh. Which honestly, I thought Olive Garden was more expensive than that. I feel like that's such a good deal. Like, look at all this food. I love Olive Garden so much, guys. I was gonna wait till my birthday to have it, but then I realized I want to go to Cheesecake Factory for my birthday, so I'm like, you know, there's no time like the present, right guys? I don't want to prop this up so you guys can see it. I guess that's good. Okay, then I'm gonna hold these, and I'm trying to figure out my thumbnail right now, guys. My thumbnail stitch. The girl at Olive Garden was so sweet. Shout out to her. She's asking me what I did today and what I'm gonna do for Easter. It was wonderful. Okay, let's see. Good enough. Okay guys, can we just dig right in? Like, you know what? We're actually gonna lose that. Oh my god. And I actually have a topic today, guys. I am so excited about it. Okay. My mom will be mad at me if I don't twirl the pasta. Okay. Oh my god. That's amazing. So yeah, for like the pasta, the salad, and the breadsticks, that was $13, which I think is like, that's a really good deal, honestly. I have a mirror right here in case I get stuff on my face, because I thought wearing red lipstick would be a good idea. I don't know why. Tell me guys if you like my red lipstick. It's new. It was only $1. $1 makes you holla. I really want to try this salad. I love Olive Garden salads. Wow. That was not very graceful. Okay. Well, I have never tried these little marinara fried things, so let's try them out here. They look delicious though. Oh my god. I'm in food heaven right now, guys. Oh. make a video for my Instagram. If you guys don't follow me on there. I'll put the name of it on the screen because I forget. I always forget. Goodness, that is buttery and delicious. I don't even want to know how many calories are in here. Well, I worked out this morning, so. So guys, in today's video, I actually have a topic. I feel like I hear someone's dog barking. Whatever. So, the topic today is going to be something I've researched for about 3 months for my English class. And that is teen pregnancy. I briefly talked about it in the last video, but I actually did an interview with a teen parent, and I thought it was pretty interesting, so I wanted to share it with you guys. I just think it's an interesting topic, you know, so I thought maybe you guys would be interested in hearing about it, and why not? Let's try a breadstick. They have amazing breadsticks. As you guys may know, I tried to make a copycat Olive Garden recipe one time, but you guys know, nothing's better than the real deal, you know? So yeah, I interviewed this girl, and I have them written down. Well, I didn't really interview her, I just sent her the questions and she answered them, so we're gonna look over it today. Because I actually do watch a lot of teen moms on YouTube. Or not necessarily teen moms, but some of them like in their early 20s. Okay. So we'll keep her anonymous, but just to do the basics. She is 18 years old. She is a Latina. She does online schooling. I believe she's still in high school because she's 18. And her working status, she works, well, we won't say where she works. She works at a fast food place. And then she has 2 children. So my first question was age of children and or how far along you are. This is just background stuff. So she has a 1-year-old and she is 7 months pregnant. So crazy, right? It's a lot. Guys, I like messaged this girl, and she is such a strong mom. Like, really, you know, she just makes the best of her life, and it's very admirable. And she just sounds like she's a great mom. And you know, I have more questions, but just really quick. You know, to me, I just believe no matter the age, if you're a good mom, then you're a good mom, you know? You care for your kid and you know, take care of them, you get them what they need, then you're a good mom. Whether if you're 15 or you're 50. If you're a good mom, you're a good mom. And that's that. So, next question. At what age did you find out you were pregnant with your first child and then with your second? So she put, she had her first child at 16 and then she found out she had her second child, or she was pregnant with her second child at 18. So, they're going to be 2 years apart. Next question. Do you currently have a job? If so, how do you feel working while pregnant? She answered, yes. Yes, it's very tiring at times, but the people I work with are very sweet and make sure I'm not lifting anything heavy. Which, I did not know she worked. And that's just amazing, you know. I like can't even imagine that, because you know all the things that are happening to a woman's body when she has a child inside of her. So imagine working and all of that. So. Do you plan on having more children in the future? Maybe, but only if I'm married in a happy relationship. That's good. And then something I definitely learned while doing this whole English thing is that you're much more likely, if you had already had a child as a teenager, you're much more likely to have a second child also as a teenager. So, that statistic did apply for her. This is the cheese dipped in marinara, or in alfredo. I just want to know my unpopular opinion about alfredo sauce. I think it's kind of honestly disgusting when people dip random foods in marinara. Like, Taco Bell sauce and alfredo sauce should not be combined. Like, I know in like the mukbang community it's a very popular food right now, but No way. Okay, here's kind of a interesting question. Do you think you having your child at an older age would have changed their life or even yours? How so? She said, I feel like it would have changed my life because I would still be in high school with all my friends taking a completely different path. Which I can understand. I'm sorry if I look like an animal today, guys. The water's off at my house because my parents are fixing the washer. So the water's going to be off for a couple more hours. So I couldn't take a shower. And I just came back from a hike and I wanted to take a shower and then I realized the water was off. I'm like, oh. Never mind then. These little fried mozzarella things are delicious. Okay, and then some little things she just answered yes and no to. Do you believe in abortion? No. Did you plan either of your pregnancies? No. I asked that question because I assumed she didn't plan the first one, but I don't know. It could be a possibility that she might have planned the second one. I mean, she just said that she didn't, but I was just, I don't know. Okay. How has having a child affected your social life? She just put yes for that, so. Were either of your children planned? No. Ooh, there's a good question on there. Okay. Here's a good question. Do you feel as if you missed out on anything major from having a baby as a teenager? If so, what would that be? She said, no, because before I had my son, I was a very laid-back teenager. Never did anything super crazy or have that many friends. Which I can definitely relate to that. Me personally. Well, I don't have any kids, but just if I ever did as a young person, it would not be life-changing for me because, guys, I'm like the most mellow person. I do not party. I've never been to a party. Literally, guys, I've never in my life been to a party. I still have quite a few years though too, so I'm not worried about it. But I could totally understand where she's coming from that. Like, it's not like of course having a kid is life-changing, but you might not necessarily miss the life you might have had because, you know, you're not really missing out on anything. Which, the way some of my friends in party sounds, you're really not missing out on anything. Okay. How did your parents react to finding out you were pregnant? Did their reactions differ from the second time you told them? She said, the first time my parents cried, and the second time it was more different because they were more mad. They were more angry than sad. Guys, I need to go get water. A little memento, guys. I need to go get water. Whoa. Okay, guys, I'm back. And I'm better. Let me fix myself. Put my armpit sausage rolls away. Make my forehead look a smidge smaller. Well, as small as I can get. Okay. Back to the pasta. Yep, water. I don't like to use plastic bottles, but my water's turned off, like I said. I normally don't use plastic forks either, or anything plastic, but I know how people are about teeth scraping, so. Yeah, your question. Do you plan on attending college? Yes, or a cosmetology school. So like a, you know, like a beauty school, like makeup, hair, nails. I think that's cosmetology. What is one thing you would have done differently as a mother? She said, not listen to people who have negative things to say about me being a young mom. Not good. I asked, was your mother, grandmother, sister, etc. also a teen mother? If so, do you think that has something to do with why you became one? She said, my mother was a teen mom, and no, I feel like that's something I did to myself. Now, from researching about teen pregnancy, a common occurrence I noticed was that children of teen parents are more likely to become teen parents themselves. Finish this. So, do you think that has something? I mean, not that her mom is like to blame for it or anything, because it was her decision, but you know, it's like a known statistic that you're much more likely to get pregnant as a teenager if your mother or father were teen parents as well. Ooh, I'm getting full. I was so happy when she said she would answer the questions, guys. I was kind of scared to send them to her because I knew they were kind of invasive, but you know, it was just questions. And I said if she didn't want to answer any of them, she didn't have to, but she actually did end up answering all of them, so. It's awesome. What? How do you manage being a mother and dealing with school? She said, I do online, so it's a lot easier for me to just get logged in when my son takes his nap. Can you guys imagine? School, work, kid, pregnant? I could not. She's amazing, isn't she? Were there any programs that helped assist you with your child? She said, no, none that I'm sure of. By that I just meant like, you know, programs of, you know, post help, like of how to take care of a baby, you know, stuff like that, but What role did your child's father play in your life and that of your child's? She said, he was my boyfriend, but is no longer and still isn't in the picture. So, not only is she in school, goes to work, has a 1-year-old, and is pregnant, she doesn't have help from him. Crazy, right? That is a very strong person. I do not know if I can do that. How does it feel to be a teen mother? She said, it's a lot of pressure sometimes and also very hard. It's 24/7, so it gets pretty hectic, and it's also one of the best things I've experienced because it's so beautiful. I wouldn't change it for anything. Another question was, have you ever felt discriminated by doctors, parents, specialists, educators, etc. due to your age? She said, yes, all the time. Which, I think it's so sad that that happens in this society. That you can be age discriminated, especially when you're pregnant. Like, you're in such a, I would assume, you're a teen parent and you're pregnant, you're probably in such a vulnerable state where you're just, life is crazy and you don't know what the next step is. And the thing that people are judging you because your age, it's like you do not need that extra baggage. Like, So I think that's very sad that she has had to deal with that, because just, you know, I think if I was a doctor, my grades would not ever let me be a doctor, but if I were a doctor, I would just have the mentality of not to treat a 40-year-old parent different from a 15-year-old parent, you know? Because I have a kid before, then you're basically on the same level, you know? You know what I mean? Oh. Did I eat the last one? Where did it even go? I don't remember eating it. Guess I did. Go. Okay. What were your feelings after you found out you were having a second child as a teenager? She said, I was so scared. I honestly didn't know what I was going to be able to, if I was going to be able to do this. I was thinking of adopting, but I could never do that. So I figured things out day by day and planned ahead. And I feel much better, but still very anxious. And like she said before, she's 7 months pregnant. So, baby's about to be here soon. I said, do you think race, income, living situations have anything to do with the teenage birth rate? She said, yes. I feel like my living situation caused me to get pregnant as a young, excuse me. Yes, I feel like my living situation caused me to get pregnant at a young age, but you just have to get past that and be strong, because being a mom, especially young, isn't an easy job. Also, yeah. Because also, another known statistic within teen pregnancy is that lower income communities, teen girls within those communities get pregnant more frequently than girls in middle to high income communities. Now, when I was doing my research, I heard lots of people's different stories coming from teen moms and teen dads of most, which were minorities, saying that they felt like they were kind of robbed of a sex education because they were in a lower community and they didn't get that opportunity to learn about that. Which I could totally see happening, because if you live in a you know, neighborhood that doesn't do that well, and you know, people just don't care about anything, people don't care about your education, how you live, how you provide food for your family, they don't care about any of that, why are they going to care about teaching you how to not have babies or not get an STD, you know? Very sad, but you know. So yeah, she agreed with that and said because of her living situation, she felt like that was part of the reason that she got pregnant. Let's think about, and this necessarily wouldn't be the case for all of the communities like this, but if you live in a, you know, a poorer community and your parents are always at work, or, you know, they're gone providing and getting money, if you don't have like someone there to tell you about the ways of life and how not to get an STD, how not to get pregnant, then who will? Yeah, that was the thing I saw over and over again while I was researching this, is that girls and boys that became teen parents felt like they didn't get a sex education. And also, those who did, I feel like they were educated on the matter incorrectly. I don't know how how it is for everywhere, but for me, the only sex education I ever got was, well, you know, in like 6th grade they teach you about your body and everything. Then come 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th grade, it was just abstinence, 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 abstinence. Which, that's a whole nother debate to be talked about. Is abstinence a useful form of preventing teen pregnancy or sexual diseases? After researching everything, I would say no, it's not. I even learned a little bit about the teenager's brain and how the frontal lobe is not fully developed, and teenagers make rash decisions. They make quick decisions without thinking about them because, you know, they're not fully developed in the brain. And I know me especially. Now, I'm not saying this, just listen, guys. I feel like a lot of the time, me personally, if someone tells me not to do something, I'm going to do it because I'm just curious and I want to find out, like, why can't I do this, you know? Now, like, you know, sex is a whole different thing, but I'm just saying in general, that's kind of how it is, and I feel like that is how it is for teenagers too. So, I really don't think that's a very you know, useful method of preventing that. You know, because I hate to break it to all those people, but most teenagers are having sex and they're not going to abstain from that. So why not just teach them how to prevent these things instead? Right? That's my opinion about it. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Let me know down below what you guys think of everything. Teen pregnancy, abstinence, sex education, minorities getting pregnant. Okay, these are just some yes no questions. Does each child have the same father? Yes. Are you with the father of either of your children? No. And the last question, which I thought she answered really well, was, what advice would you give to a pregnant teenager? She said, be strong, responsible, and try your very best. There's no such thing as a perfect mom, so don't be hard on yourself. Some days are going to be harder than others, but you gotta get this and enjoy every bit of this. So yeah, I think she worded that really well. I think she answered everything amazingly. And it really helped me give, like, you know, a more personal insight on teen pregnancy. Okay guys, I think I'm finally completely full and content with myself. Let's try their mints. I remember their mints being delicious, or the little chocolate mints, whatever. Whatever. They're the Andes mints. Normally I don't like the combination of mint and chocolate, but that's good. Let's wipe it down with some water. So delicious. Alright guys, so that'll be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and like always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!